taught me how to rhyme with your band right. Sorry, baby, I'll be gone till the midnight. 100,000 a mansion, it's you and I. Tell the homies I'ma make it.
Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. Let's go over the last week's reads first. New Gods #1. This is a reprint of the original Jack Kirby issue way back then. I forgot what year this came out, but definitely a long time ago. I did think it was pretty interesting how much has like not changed since this first issue. There's a lot of stuff that's similar, especially the designs and like the dynamics. There's not like a huge overarching crazy story in this first issue. It's pretty standard. It does introduce the New Gods, and I think it's definitely worth a read. I don't know if I'll read any more of the old New Gods stuff, but they're definitely really cool. I'm a big fan of New Gods. DCKO #3. This one was really weird, especially with who wins and who loses and who they decide to like move forward. I did think the duo kind of like double team like aspect of this round was pretty cool. I think that was interesting, especially with like the Shazam combo with Superman and then Lex Luthor like summoning Supergirl for a like nefarious reason. Like he had like a plan all along. I don't know how long Joker is gonna still be in this. Like he's probably gonna be knocked out in the next round, like I hope. Like there's no way they're gonna make the finale Superman versus Joker. Like that's gonna be ridiculous. It would be cool to see Superman versus Wonder Woman. I think that'll be a lot of fun. I think it's pretty clear Superman is gonna end up winning. Some of the previews and like future books kind of say a weird thing like Superman's missing. Aquaman might have like the winning power, but we'll see how that kind of resolves in 2 more issues, because I think this is issue 3, and then I think issue 4 and 5 are the last ones. Batman RIP. This one was actually a little underwhelming. I think it's because like I read some stuff similar to the story in here like recently. Like Court of Owls is a lot like the Black Glove in this story, and like there's a nightmare dream sequence, and I just read like the Rebirth Batman Nightmares volume, and that's kind of very similar. You know, I know this is like a part of a lot of people's reading lists and reading orders for Batman, and I know that like he dies at the end of this. Like he technically does die. It's like very unclear like if he's missing an action or if he like did straight up die. I don't remember if this is the death that leads up to Battle for the Cow or if it's in Final Crisis. I'll have to read Final Crisis to know for sure. Yeah, I mean, it was Grant Morrison, so there's a lot of weird stuff too, and very comic booky in a lot of spots. The Boy Wonder. I did really like this one. I really like how Junie Ball writes Damian and like the exploration, like this character study of Damian. I think he also writes Jason Todd very well. I think the other Robins were written like pretty good. I mean, I don't know a lot about Tim Drake specifically, but I think, you know, in general, Junie Ball really gets these characters. I do kind of hope that he gets to write like more like a sequel series to this, or like about other Robins. I think that'd be really cool. So I definitely recommend this one. This is definitely a must read for any like Damian fans. Now let's go over everything I got this week. Gotham by Gaslight, specifically the Compact Comics version. I'm continuing my collection of getting every compact book. I haven't actually read this one yet. I do have like the standard trade like somewhere up here, but I still haven't gotten to it yet. Probably will try to get to it sometime soon, maybe not like within the next week or 2, because I'm trying to get to the Nightwing New 52 book over here. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it in this month, but I will try. So this one might be next month or just somewhere down the line. I'm not really interested in reading it right now, so I'm not really gonna force myself if I'm not in the mood, but it's pretty short, so I might be able to knock it out pretty fast. Nightwing 134, and specifically I also got this variant cover that looks really nice. I really like it. I'm enjoying this series. I think this arc wraps up in like 1 or 2 issues, something like that, and then we get a new arc and a new artist, but Dan Watters is still going to be on it, which is a lot of fun. I really like the way he's writing Nightwing in this. I'm excited for this new issue, this new chapter of the story. I'm enjoying this story a lot. Wonder Woman 29, this is specifically the Stephanie Williams issue. This is no longer Tom King on this, which is pretty good. I haven't been reading Tom King's Wonder Woman. I have been definitely avoiding that, especially because I've seen previews, I've seen panels, and it doesn't look good. This one is not by him. This one is Stephanie Williams. She's going to come in for 2 issues. I got a variant cover because I thought this cover looked pretty cool. I'm excited to see how she writes Wonder Woman, or the Wonder Woman world and stuff. Maybe if these 2 issues do really good, she might come on as a main writer down the line. Maybe they'll replace Tom King. That would be very interesting, but I would be excited to see like a new writer for Wonder Woman, and if it's going to be Stephanie Williams, this will be a good preview to that. The New History of the DC Universe. This is the other trade I got, technically only trade if you count compacts as trades or not. For this one, I already have issue number 4, and I read that. And there was some weird stuff with like how the timeline works, like some things are happening out of order and some things just aren't like really how they're supposed to happen, but I guess they're canon now because of this book. We'll see. And then I'm gonna try to read obviously the rest of this, like the first 3 issues, and see how the timeline works with there. I'm kind of excited to see it because this is essentially going to be like the timeline of DC Universe, so it'll be cool to see like what happens when and where, and like who is involved with what, at least for how Mark Waid determines it. Because like just in issue 4 that I read, there was a lot of stuff that didn't make sense to me, that was like not how I interpreted how things were going, and definitely not how it was as it was written. This is kind of like recontextualizing a lot of the stuff, but we'll see. But yeah, that's everything I got this week, so let me know what you guys think, and let me know what you guys have been reading.